some Owen Lyon-Smith, everybody!
I can feel the instability of this as I pick it up, and I'm not strong, so this thing's now at peak functioning capacity. My name is Owen Lyon-Smith. My full name actually is Owen Alexander Lyon-Smith, which is very, it makes me sound kind of like a general in an army. And I don't know if you've looked at me, but I don't look like a general in an army. I look like the dude that stands behind the general, like carrying the flags, just like, but it's too heavy, so I'm like, whoa, what country are we? I don't remember. I basically look like if John Mulaney's skeleton had its own spin-off stand-up career. That's what I look like. No, it's funny too, like being skinny, like just having a normal conversation kind of changes, because when I talk to people, I'm always just in my head imagining all the ways they could beat the shit out of me. I look at people and they're talking to me and I'm just like, wow, are you a linebacker in the NFL? Like, what the fuck's happening? Like, you, sir, you look like a Christian youth pastor, and I'm pretty sure if we went one-on-one, you would elbow drop me like Dwayne The Rock Johnson, just bam, snap my spine in half. Speaking of which, I'm glad we could get the whole Patriots team in here. This is great, I'm glad. Whole NFL, basically, yeah, no, everybody. Now, it's fun being skinny. I think, like, one thing that's fun, too, about being skinny is, like, I'm also tall and skinny. So I was the only tall person that nobody thought could play basketball. They were like, can he even hold the basketball? Like, if we overinflate it, will his arms break? And they were totally right, because this morning I got winded putting my clothes on. I got one pant leg on and I sat back down on the bed, was giving myself a pep talk, like, oh, you can do it, Owen. Bones are just like stiff muscles. You can fucking, you got this. No, it's really goofy. I'm a goofy looking dude. And also, like, being tall too, I have really bad eyesight. My optometrist told me that the taller you get with bad eyesight, the worse your eyesight becomes. There's an area behind your eye, this is gonna get graphic, that stretches the taller you get. So it like stretches and tears, right? So people come up to me and they're like, hey, it must be great being tall, you can reach the top shelf. I'm like, I can't see the top shelf. This is bullshit. They said there'd be perks. That was an awe from the audience. No, it's fine, sir. It's fine being skinny, all right? Like, and really it's my fault, right? Because the reason that I'm skinny is I subscribe that idea of, like, you know, my body is my temple. You guys ever heard that? My body is my temple. The thing is, I'm not religious though, so my temple's fucking empty. So it's like no believers. Only myself to blame. No, I'm also one thing a lot of people don't know about me, and if we're being perfectly honest, I forget about myself, is that I'm Jewish. All the time. The only time I actually remember that I'm Jewish is when I go to get my hair cut and my hair falls past me in like crescent moons past my giant nose, and I'm just like, oh right, I've never been in a synagogue before. Fuck, my grandparents are so disappointed in me. Oh wait, they're dead. No, that means they're more disappointed in me. Fuck, oh my god. This Jewish guilt thing, it never ends. Even in the afterlife, haven't read the Torah. And the barber looks down at me like, dude, do you need a minute? Like, are you having an existential crisis right here in my hairdressers? Now, whenever people find out I'm Jewish, they always ask me, like, questions, you know? Sorry, I phrased that too nicely. They always ask me the same fucking question. They always ask me, like, are you circumcised? That's what they ask me. And I'm like, really? Like, that's the thing, that's the pressing concern. You find out I'm Jewish, you're not like, have you been to Israel? What do those funny hats feel like? They're just like, prove it! Reveal your penis, sir! In front of us all! Reveal your penis so we may judge. If it is not cut like a pristine diamond, then not a Jew ye be. Like, suddenly there's just a grand trial on. Man. One thing, too, about being skinny, that I found out recently, I had a realization recently, which was, I had always thought for some time that, like, certain problems I had were just things that I was experiencing. So here was something that happened. I was hanging out with a friend, right? And we were going to go get lunch, or we were going to go get dinner at a buffet, right? And as we're walking out the door, we say to his friend's dad, like, hey, we're going to go down to a buffet. And the dad goes, hey, buffet, good for you, buddy. Hey, good for you. And I paused for a second because I was like, buffets aren't magic like that. Like, that's not how they work. And then I thought, holy shit, this is the exact same thing that, like, fat people experience. Because in that moment, if I was fat and I had been like, hey, I'm going to go grab a salad, he would have been like, hey, good for you, big guy, good for you. patting the stomach, which you shouldn't be doing, right? Like, and I just realized, like, all these skinny people problems and fat people problems that are very similar, right? I don't take my shirt off at the beach. I'm worried my skeleton will escape, right? Like, chairs are not comfortable, right? If you're fat, like on an airplane, right, you need like extra room. If you're skinny, there's too much room. It's an ocean of chair, right? The ridge is coming right on my butt cheeks, and my butt, which I don't have because, you know, I'm skinny, but like, if I had one, it wouldn't be fitting comfortably in the imprint. So what I realized is, it's the normal sized people. It's everybody whose BMI is exactly where it should be. It's the people that walk through a Nordstrom and don't even look at the belt section. It's those fucking people that have been causing us all these problems. And so to them I say, rise up, we must revolt, viva la revolution! I've been Owen Lyon-Smith, thank you very much.